So the question is, when I do these comparisons, Excel analyses, and so on, am I infringing on copyright, or am I simply holding to account a bunch of people who I think are uh, terrible examples of really stupid gambling, who need to be called to account simply because what they're doing is potentially dangerous? The only copyright strikes I've had against me have been from Vegas Matt, of all people. I've had four of those over the last year or so, three of them just recently. And this strange thing is that after getting a warning from YouTube that three strikes and I'd be out, three copyright strikes, I'm still in business. So I just keep saying, hey, it's fair use. Hopefully, that will stand good for any future attacks on me. But DD and his buddy Kyle have not gone after me, and nobody else has. It's just the king of the hill, the big dog, the main flea bag in a rather grubby kennel. So he's the only one who's come after me so far. Anyway, that's that for now. So the latest contribution from Degen Dalt and his buddy and editor, videographer, and so on, Kyle, is a bit of a turn up. It's something different, and I have to say about these two lads. I mean, Degen doesn't bet any smarter than anybody else in the growing number of professional losers on YouTube, but he certainly puts on a better show. This time it was really something different. It was him and Pops, his dad, versus his girlfriend, who's grand, I think, and his mum. And I don't know their names. They may have mentioned them, but all I know is Mum and Pops, and the lass is lovely and has started cropping up just lately. It was an unfair situation, really, because the lads, Pops and his boy, hit a real shitty load of cards, and the girls did not. And it was frustrating for me because I would only take under normal circumstances, I would only be interested in the left hand first base bets. But this time I was stuck with the lads being sort of first out of the shoe, and then the girls getting the second or third hand, depending on whether the boys decided to do the daft thing, as always, and take on extra bets. So I feel kind of cheated, but I dug this hole for myself and jumped into it, so I can't complain, really, can I? The lads minus 19% was the flat value. They made that a lot worse. They turned it into minus 33.1%. They lost 2,700, which was a third of their action, as you can see from this. Their extra bets cost them 250 and added 950 to the total action. So that's how we come out at this number down here, 33.1%. It was a bloody mess. It really was. They didn't do it all well. The girls, on the other hand, came out. The cards that fell their way were plus 12.1%, which really is a piece of piss, isn't it? They, as you can see, they didn't do anything fancy. Their play, their action, their bets pretty much track the AV. An AV, just in case you haven't been here before or aren't aware of what that means. What that is you take the total number of wins, total number of losses, deduct the number of losses from the number of wins, and then you get a percentage based on the total number of bets. So the girls are plus 12.1%, and they pumped that up to plus 20.3%. So good for them. So they did well. They didn't have any extra bets. They had some side bets. So they reported a win of 11.35, or Kyle did, I've got them at 1,275, but the difference is because they wasted money on side bets and silly stuff, and I think probably the odd tip here and there. So that's how that worked. Now going up to pattern betting, blah, don't like this much. We had to put out some serious dosh against the boys. As you can see, maximum bets here. So we came out with a win that was a little bit sort of like unfair in favour of pattern betting, but there's not much I can do about that. I mean, if I take on the process of tracking these guys, then I'm just stuck with whatever comes out. I mean, I think I'd have probably ditched this lot probably after this double loss here, but I don't know for sure, and I can't do that when I'm tracking them. I mean, I can speculate about that, and I can do it when I'm playing in real time against a sim, but I can't do it here, so I'm just stuck with it. So let's see. Algy made 5.4% against minus 19%. So I think that's pretty damn good, to be honest. The average win value over average loss value was 155%, but look at the size of these bets. Average bet was 6,560. Average win 15,630. Average loss 10,103. I think that average bet is right. Let's have a look. It may not be. No, it's not. My apologies. Let me fix that. Yeah, obviously, if the average win was 15,630 and the average loss was, well, that didn't make any sense. My apologies. I try to stay on top of all the things that need to be changed each time I update, because what I'm doing is I'm basically using templates, but then I have to adjust them obviously to fit each new data set. And if I were perfect, well, nobody would want to talk to me. So what's the point? So there you have it. Average bet was a lot, 13,000 plus. Average win 15,630. Average loss 10,000, and that's what we're about. I mean, we're here to win more when we win than we lose when we lose, because that way, when we lose more bets than we win, we still come out ahead. And it's just so important, and it's so elementary, so bloody simple, so logical, so mathematical, but what can I do? Lots of people just don't care about the numbers, and I'm in the wrong spot because there's no right spot. I can't find anywhere on YouTube, where I can put up content. I've just discovered, because I'm a bit slow to new stuff, Substack, which has been around for probably years, but I just finally cottoned onto it, and I think I'm going to start pounding stuff into Substack and see if I can get some response in there. Because really all I want to do is just get the word out. I'm not interested in selling anything. I'm not interested in getting backers. I'm not interested in doing anything other than simply saying to as many people as I can reach, if you can't go to war properly armed with all the ammunition you need and super weaponry, don't go to war. Stay home, count your money, give it to your kids, give it to the poor, do whatever with it, but don't give it to the fucking casinos. They don't need it, they don't deserve it, and certainly they don't give a damn if it breaks your heart or ruins your life if you lose. They're happy. They'll take your money with a smile, and they'll say, oh, hey, if we didn't take his money, somebody else would. And there's sense to that. It's like drug dealers say the same thing. I don't make them take drugs. I don't make them overdose. I don't make them ruin their lives. I'm just supplying demand. And that's what these arsehole casinos say. So there you go. Anyway, what have we got there? We got with the girls, 12.1% in their favour. and pattern betting turned that into plus 16% and made 3,550, a little bit more than the ladies did. They made 1275, which they counted as 1135, but that's because they pissed some money up the wall on silly side bets. Stay away from those and don't ever split into more than one bet at a time. It just doesn't work. It's absolutely that simple. And if you think about it, I mean, you split out to 2 or 3 hands, and the dealer catches a natural, bang, 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 you've lost 3 bets. And you might have 3 20s, but the dealer gets a natural and you're dead 3 times over. What's the point in putting out 2 or 3 bets? One bet is enough to kick the crap out of the house if you do it right. And if you're properly funded and you have a strategy that you believe in. If you don't believe in this one, stay away from it. Don't go near it. Find a better one. And please, when you do, tell me about it, will you?